like how the person who trained her like was like, oh no, my dad just died, but I'm here training you.
It's like the back end and dark side of the hospitality industry, dude.
Welcome guys to another guest review.
How's it?
Yeah, that's Liam. I'm MG. Or Lele.
And today we're going to be talking about JC and Amber's episode, Kate's episode, Medicate, and Nicole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Second review. Let's dive into it.
Quite a lot of different topics. I feel like JC and Amber gave us a really imperative insight into hospitality and being behind the hospitality element of restaurants and bars, and working in different venues that be accustomed to and interact with a plethora of different types of people and guests. Some good, some not so good. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. You know how it goes, dude.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no. That was a very interesting one, especially mom's spaghetti. But yeah, no, it was fascinating to like see how the couple actually just like does life where both of them are behind the bar.
And they navigate the relationship and working hospitality, which, as we know, can be very demanding of an individual, let alone two individuals at the same time, bro.
Yeah, especially if you work at different shifts. And like,
and different venues, it can get a little bit complicated, but hey, they seem to make it work and they're doing very well for themselves, so happy days.
I guess it looks the whole sort. Venues are next to each other.
I mean, a little bit, but the times are completely
the
different.
times are definitely different. Very sweet. No, I felt like that
It was heartfelt. It felt homey and like we were getting insight from a family.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. It was nice.
It was also really cool to hear about JC's history of coming into the hospitality and behind the bar from his previous construction and work and lifestyle dynamics. That was really, really cool from my side, because I feel like that was a familiar story that a lot of hospitality professionals can relate to in a way.
Like, I feel
the mentorship.
If everyone gets into hospitality differently, and it's like most people, it's like you were doing this and then you became like, okay, that's a pivot, which is super cool. I'm like, wait, this is your backstory, like this is your origin story, okay? Like, I did not see that coming. Which is like, it's insane, because having worked with JC, like it shows, and also partially having lived with him for like 6 months when you first moved on as well. It's like it was very like sensible guy, really nice, super friendly, super respectful. Yeah.
Very down to earth and humble as well, bro.
Very much, very much. I think also filled with a lot of side quests that he decided to do. Never really speaks about unless you poke a bear. Then he's like, oh, okay. He's like, what? And then you're like, okay, but then what? So, which is like pretty cool. And I think a lot of our guests, it's like, I think you probably know about their origin stories better than me, but it's also like, oh, you decided you were this and then you became this. It's like, wow. And I'm like, wow. And it's like, I'm also like, I want to dive deeper of like, okay, at least they shared now like the whole pivot of like this is how the pivot actually happened.
And it
Yeah.
came about, yeah.
Yeah, so that for me is like super cool and can kind of like seeing that. So like great, and also like little side quests that people do like amber writing, which is like interesting. Like she's like having conversations with her is like super nice.
It's insightful.
It is. Because she's also got like this cheeky little humor that she has, which is super fun. Super, super fun. Which, yeah, super, super lovely couple. And then it was Kate.
Yes, and Kate gave us also a very interesting origin story, going from shooter girl to barback to bartender waitress to cocktail bartender and onto a
No, I was going to say from architecture to hospitality. Because she was studying architecture.
yeah,
first.
she was, but that was before her hospitality career, wasn't it? She didn't start as a shooter girl while she was doing architecture. I think
Well, we should. We can fact check it.
well, possibly, but
yeah, but I think it was that. I think
she was. I think
yeah,
she
it was to
did
make
mention-
a bit. Yeah, to make
yeah,
a
while
bit-
she was
yeah,
studying,
to make a
100%,
bit,
100%. You are
extra
right.
money.
Sorry.
So another.
Oof, a lot of insight into how negative the industry can get, and the only way
Yeah.
to really counteract that is to throw in as much positivity and love as you can to individuals and the culture and community. I think she's a imperative communal glue in a way between the different generations as well, because she's very mature for her age.
Yeah, no, she is, and she's killing it.
She's doing very fucking well.
Yeah, no. Rooting for her as always. What is another takeaway from that episode? Yeah, I guess like the deep end, like also like like how the person who trained her like was like, oh no, my dad just died, but I'm here training you. It's like
The back end and dark side of the hospitality industry, dude.
it's
It's never ending story. That's very
it's
and there's a lot of untold stories of that too. But let's try and keep this as light as positive as possible.
yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people at home can relate to that as well. Like
Yeah.
they've got their own tales.
Yeah, quite intense. Any words there, Clint?
Sorry.
Is that
No, just went that side, so I couldn't catch up.
We're talking about Kate's episode.
Oh, I thought you were still in Jason.
Oh, do you have something to touch on JC's episode?
Let's go to Kate sometime.
Okay. Anything?
From a point of view, Kate's episode, it was amazing. I like the energy and the story behind everything about how she started, and yeah.
I do feel like, and also this is just coming from my own personal experience, you gave a lot of insight into the whole moving culture and what it really takes to move to a different city, especially for hospitality related things. So yeah, dude, integrating into a different culture and community like Cape Town specifically is quite challenging.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. Oddly enough, my closest friend group of people from back home. And yeah, it's 12 years here and still
Getting used to it? Yeah, dude.
It's very few. I would say that are like local born and bred versus like immigrated to Cape Town that I've kind of built my friend group or people I kind of hang out with, and it's like you would think you would have a bit more kind of people who are, but nah, and it's like okay, but it's still very unique city, very beautiful.
So worth the move. If to anyone at home that is considering it, you should probably do it just to experience it for a year or two, even.
And then, in terms of hospitality, I would say come down to Cape Town and just do it for 2 years. Cap it at 2.
And for lifestyle, dude. The amount of influencers and online personalities that are like running travel, lifestyle, leisure, showcasing pages and stuff that move to Cape Town just for the Cape Town lifestyle. I know we don't really get much of a life outside of work, but from my very rare and minimal experience in the lifestyle here too, it's engaging and outgoing and like super fucking.
No, the one thing I definitely, coming from Durban, is there's always something to do every day of the week in Cape Town.
Yep. And you still won't get through everything.
You won't. On the flip side of that, it's also expensive.
Hey bro, beaches are free and there's a lot of beaches and nature walks and hikes and stuff that you can also engage with. So I feel like if you balance it out and go do some of the cool free shit, go do some of the cool paid shit like the kayaking and the paragliding and visiting Table Mountain that is actually not really affordable for locals but for tourists.
You can do it on your birthday.
Yeah, oh, okay, cool. But how many people want to go visit Table Mountain on their birthday?
If you're in Cape Town on your birthday, I think it's a free.
It is free, and then you can also go to the aquarium.
Yeah. You
can catch one of those red tour buses for free. I think there's a restaurant or something in Sea Point or Camps Bay that gives you ice cream for free on your birthday as well. If you hunt for it, then sure, but for me personally, I'd rather just have a get together with friends and go drinking somewhere. Like that's why I'm not 16 anymore, dude. A free bus ride on your birthday? What the fuck, dog?
No, but have you been to Robben Island?
No, that is on my hit list still.
You're gonna cry.
Why?
Just quickly Google how expensive it is. Bruh,
give me a ballpark figure. I'm not getting my phone out.
Well, when my German friends came down and I hosted them, they like, oh cool, Robben Island. At that stage, this is around, was it 2019? I think it was around $2,000, two and a half.
That's not too bad. I mean, the ferry's expensive, dog.
I'm assuming it's about 5. Or are you busy Googling, Clint?
About the Robben Island prices, yeah.
What is it?
So the standard tickets cost like 600 for international adults,
and
310 for international children under 18. For South African citizens with a valid ID, tickets are 400 for adults, 210 for
Really?
kids. Yeah, covering is gonna be like the return ferry from the VA and waterfront. It's like a tour, yeah.
So it's actually gone down and become way more affordable.
Okay.
Or maybe it's winter or something.
They could possibly change their pricing structure based on the season, but don't think so, especially it being such a big tourist pool. I think they'd have a consistent price going all year round, if I'm not mistaken. But
Okay.
maybe someone can email the South African tourism board and find out what the logistics are.
So actually, it's like two. Like so, there's for international and for locals. Oh, okay.
No, I think that's been one of the more kind of bigger pushes, is to have cheaper prices for locals, because that's a huge thing, especially in Cape Town, is like the housing.
Bro,
And the rent and
they should have two separate pricing for tourists and locals on rentals as well, because I feel like that's why Cape Town's housing prices have gone fucking haywire.
Airbnb, bruv.
But there are also some restaurants that do it internationally, where they have two different pricings for locals and tourists. But depending on what type of tourist you are. Because if you're a tourist coming from a third world country, they might just give you the local prices. If you're a tourist coming from a first world country, they'll be like, Bob, sorry.
Yeah, no, but then it's, I think for us here, like as restaurants and bars,
you can't really get away with that here.
You can't. You can't. But actually, I just thought about it on the spot. You can. It's just very discreetly. I'm not gonna go into detail about it.
Let's not be sneaky.
We're not gonna do sneaky things. No. Back to reviewing.
What else did Kate mentioned to us? She mentioned she really loves the gossip. So apparently there's a lot more drama and activity in the community and culture here in Cape Town, which is, I think, a positive thing. I mean,
what do you want to do? A soapy now? Call it, what's it? Days of Our Lives.
We're not gonna dish out any of the tea. She just something she mentioned, and
no, we could turn it into a series. Come on.
Why don't we get her on and make her the host thing? Because I feel like she's got more gossip than any of us do.
Dude, I don't even know what's going on. I feel like I'm trolling a dungeon. Under a bridge. I don't think trolls live in dungeons. I don't even know. But the analogy passes anyway. I feel like I live under a rock. I don't know what actually goes on.
It's just, it doesn't...
But also, I don't feel like...
It's not a particular personal point of interest.
Yeah.
It's the same for me as well. If someone talks to me about something, cool. But I keep the majority of it to myself.
Fair.
Other people's business is not my business to share. You want to open up and speak to me about something that's on your mind, go for it. I'm going to lock that away for a fucking lifetime, I can promise you.
Yeah. Fun times. Okay. She was a great host. So much energy, like super, like
very bubbly personality.
Yeah.
I can see why she does so well behind the bar, dude. Honestly.
No. Definitely.
And then who was after her? It was
we had Nicole.
Yes, Miss Boyland. Miss Boyland. Sorry, not Boyland.
Miss Boyland. Yes, Miss Boyland. Which I discovered after the episode as a Hyrox athlete.
Gym bunny, my bro. I was gonna say gym rat, but I feel like that's more male, to be honest with you. So 100% a gym bunny.
Like I was like, because I know Hyrox is the new it thing.
What do you mean it thing? It's like the epitome of health and fitness, like CrossFit was 5 years ago. Last year
it was pedal. Either way, there's always a new trend.
paddle is not fitness, dude.
Hey,
You
bruh.
don't have. You literally I feel like you run more in a squash court after a little fucking ball than you do for paddle.
Well, if you're running after a little squash ball in a squash court, you're playing squash wrong.
Or no.
Yes. You should be positioning yourself correctly so you're not chasing that much.
Yeah, but you should also be positioning the ball to make sure your opponent is moving around and creating more opportunity and space for you.
It's also about okay. We're not gonna go into.
I did play EP squash and I know a little bit about this, dude.
We'll play a match.
You want to play some tennis too?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. Good. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Nicole.
Yes, I feel like her health lifestyle and the way that she balances work and health really gave us a lot of insight into some of the dark, unhealthy habits of hospitality and how the culture and workspaces really drive you to a place where you have no other option but to focus on your health and your well-being, but also the intricacy of how difficult it would be to actually navigate your lifestyle and working and making sure that they correlate in a way that isn't impactful in a negative way to your lifestyle. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get it.
I feel like I was a little bit long-winded, but basically working in hospitality can become very unhealthy, and if you don't focus on yourself and double down on what's important to you and your health and lifestyle, you're never going to make it work, bro.
That is true. This is this is the weird conundrum, is you need to like exercise more so you have more energy, but then you're more tired. It's like a weird conundrum.
I feel like there should be a set workout plan for hospitality individuals that is like a half to 3/4 of your normal person's workout, because when you're working, you're getting in a lot of cardio. If you work behind a bar, especially a bar that does a lot of beers, you're getting heavy lifting in as well, my bro.
High volume bar.
Yeah, those kegs do not weigh nothing. I can promise you that. I've literally seen people have to do people at a time to carry one keg. And I was never that privileged, dude. I had to carry those kegs by myself, sometimes 2 at a time. And that can fucking strain you after 10 minutes, dude. Especially if your storeroom is Durangano on the other side of the building complex. Then you fucked.
Stairs. That is carrot cake. Okay.
Hey, bro, I've seen bars have storage facilities without stairs. They literally a hole in the fucking floor. Kegs and stock go in. If you want it up, one person goes down, lifts it to the other person, and another person brings it out.
Yo, that is wild.
But that was some hectic shit.
But then again, I have with limit. It's you make do with what you got. So yeah. I also understand. Clint, you could probably attest. The one kitchen setup I didn't have any space, like eye level or like below. So the next best option, everything must be up above. And not just hand reach up above, climb a ladder up above.
Yes.
Yeah, that was just the logic of kind of like, okay, my storeroom is, I'm going to build shelving up here. Because that's the only thing that really makes sense. Because I can't go lower, and if I put a chair, now it's constricting of movement. So, yeah, when you run out of something here, you grab the ladder, you climb up, you look for what you're looking for. Someone moved it from this side to that side. Cool, climb down the ladder, move the ladder, climb back up.
But that also teaches you the importance of efficiency and working further further on into the evening than right now, because if you're running up that ladder for every order instead of bringing 5-6 orders worth down, you're just an idiot.
The worst.
And your own worst nightmare, not just an idiot. You're also making it hard for yourself.
The worst would probably be is like when something is not labeled, and or a whole bunch of things are not labeled, and now you got a stack open stack, open restack, and you're like, where is this thing? Yeah.
My bro, mise en place is important. Very important. Not just pre-service prep. I'm talking about general storage and maintenance. It is so essential to everything has to have a home. That home must be labeled so that it's easy to find if you're not used to it.
Yeah.
Because in an emergency, if someone has to help you, hey, go check that shelf. I need carrots. It's under carrots. They know straight away. There we go. You're not, oh shit, now I've got to dig through all of the fucking veg and fruit and find these orange things that are underneath and around the back and just hidden away.
Yeah, because I remember what I did when...
Yes.
Anyways.
I think Nicole's episode also showed us a lot of insight into the nuances behind the different forms of hospitality work.
Yeah.
Eventing, cocktail bars, commercial bars, even working behind a bar versus working on the floor, and the different sorts of talents and skills you need to be really good and involved in either one of those departments. It's super essential to have a very extroverted rather than introverted personality when you're on the floor and you have to approach people.
Yeah.
But behind the bar, if you're slightly introverted, that's fine, because you're having people approach you anyway. You know, it's a completely different micro environment within the macro environment of your restaurant. You know.
No. And what was her saying? Was it aggressive optimism? No.
Yes, it was aggressive optimism.
Yeah, I like that.
She is a very positive person just by nature, though. So I think that comes easier to her than other people.
Yeah, no, but the positivity was there. Was constantly there.
It comes with that energy and bubbly personality too, right?
Yeah, to be young and energetic. Saying this is like, I'm going old.
I mean, you are going a little bit grey, though.
That's because of other things that we shall not talk about.
I'll make a joke.
But yeah, no. On so much vitality, like also just the fact that like her story of that, well, that 17-hour shift and almost ending up in hospital, but also like with the guests that we've had since her and their insights on kind of like
it's a never-ending story, and it's something that's going to take generations in South Africa to get over, because it's not going to change overnight. We know that the industry we work in is both negative and positive in its own aspects, but one of the major negativity ones is the hours and extensive work that you have to put in, especially in the beginning of your career. If you're not willing to sacrifice and double down and literally give up pretty much everything else in your life other than work for a good 3-4 years, maybe there's no long-term vision for you in hospitality. But that is just my opinion and from my experience, and it's definitely sad and not something that should be taken lightly, but it's an unfortunate truth of our industry, especially in South Africa at the moment.
Yeah. But then it's like, I've also seen people who've like kind of done this for like 15 years and they've still given up so much and they've still not, I would I don't know, say have the freedom of their own time, or they've, how can I phrase this, control of their own time.
Fair enough. I hear you. But I feel like that's why I double down on a point of valuing yourself and making sure you know what's for you and what's not for you and what you're worth and what's not worth it for you. Because if you can't establish that line and have that introspective self-evaluation, you're gonna give up consistently for the rest of your life until you can put your foot down and be like, no, I deserve better than this. I'm going to make a change. Either go work somewhere else, go into a new industry, focus on a different avenue or venture. Maybe it's a side quest that you want to turn into a main quest. Who fucking knows? But if you don't hold that value of yourself higher than anything else in your life, you will be taken advantage of as much as you can be.
That is fair.
And I think in an industry as manipulative is not the right word, but in an industry such as ours, the chances of being taken for a dose like that is a lot higher.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But I feel like we need a topic change.
Please. Well, hey, gents, any inputs on Nicole's episode?
I think now we have to focus on the episode because
oh, we're divulging a little bit too much there.
Yeah. And then any input, Clint?
Okay, we still don't know.
Nicole.
What I like about her, she was just honest about the industry, and cause what she went through, I'm sure there's certain that's why who is this the second of the last, it's Alex, whereby she said like people need to talk mostly with people within the industry. So the reason why maybe she had quit the industry, is she still there?
I don't think she's in hospitality. She's in remote sales.
Yeah.
She's like doing very, very well in remote sales at the moment. So
I think with the industry, people go through most, and yes, some people you talk with them on that time, but there's no follow up, and then you feel like, nah, man, this is too much, and I'm dying inside. I'm dying. Then you have to divert. You are forced to just, let's say, for instance, for example, even me, sometimes I feel like the industry. Sometimes you want to talk to someone, but still it won't help anything. It won't till you feel like
this is the negative side that I'm talking about. Sometimes it feels like a cage, and the more you talk to the warden to try and get out, the deeper in the cage you fucking go, bro.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's like you're digging your own hole.
Yeah.
Ha.
Look at our friend now, how he is now. Switch the industry and then boom. But I'm not saying industry is bad or anything. We just like need like a checkup, consistency.
Every industry has its ups and downs. There's negatives and positives to every industry that you're gonna work in. I think until you get to a point where you're working for yourself, and even when you're working for yourself, that comes with its own challenges and negativities. So it's good to talk about both. I think talking about negative and positive experiences help you understand the experience as a holistic.
Yeah.
Right? So without that negative and positive side of it, you're getting a very one-dimensional view over the topic, and you can't really come to a educated understanding and evaluation of it if you don't have both sides of the story. It's one side of a story is never the truth.
No.
There's always three sides. One side, the other side, and the actual truth.
But dude, I hate that, like the harshness of the industry exists, like, but I think it's it takes, obviously, like you used to say, a certain sadistic person to actually enjoy.
There's a reason why I tell people that people in hospitality are cut from a different cloth, my bro, and we are.
You,
I truly believe we are. I've been doing this for 12, 13 years now.
Yeah.
Not all of the experiences I've had are positive.
oh, dude.
I
Just
can probably
negative.
not just negative.
Yeah.
There's negative and positive ones, but if you're gonna sit back
Yeah.
after a shift and focus on the negative things about the shift, it's always gonna be a cuck shift.
Yeah.
If you sit back and you have positive and negatives and you reflect on both of them after the shift, maybe there's a higher chance of it being a good shift at the end of it. You know what I mean?
I generally think if it's you go into I'm having a great shift, whatever hurdle may come, as long as you keep that mindset of even with hurdles, I'm still having a great shift. I'm still having a great shift. I'm having a great shift.
Aggressive optimism, yes.
By the end of it,
Yeah.
you would have weighed out to be like, okay, it was an okay shift. I won't lie, it was an okay shift. There were these hurdles, but
I didn't let them get to me. I overcame the hurdles instead of running headfirst into it.
yeah, and it didn't outweigh the
Hun-
shift.
100%, but I also feel like that's kind of a trap, because that's when you start leading into delusions of grandeur.
Okay, I'm not saying get into delusions of grandeur.
Painting the cage all sparkly and glittery
Okay.
isn't going to make it any more fun to live in the cage, my bro. You know what I mean?
But I'm not. I'm saying build that mental resistance to bide your time till you can get out of that cage.
That is fair, but I feel like the more you focus on all of it, the more grateful you can be for all of it, the positive and the negative. And once you start showing gratuity and gratefulness to the experiences of your life, the chances of it being more positive at the reflective end of it is a lot higher.
It will always be
Because
higher.
if
No matter, the thing is, every time you reflect on a shitty situation, you've learned. You've learned a lot about one, yourself, about two, the way you dealt with it, three, things you probably should do better if it happens again. So, a shitty situation is always going to be a positive looking back. No matter.
that's your aggressive optimism, my bro.
No.
Not everyone feels that way.
No, because even if yes, let's say something happened during shift, and it threw you like massive spanner, like it threw you, it upset you, you needed a moment to recompose yourself, and even after recomposition, you still felt a bit off, and things were still maybe a little awry. Cool. You might reflect and be like, okay, whatever, that situation wasn't shit, whatever. But if someone's like, wow, you went through a bit, but damn, the fact that you came through without without you throwing your toys everywhere, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I could have. Now with someone inputting that, when you put your reflective, you're gonna be like, okay, cool, yes, I might feel like I didn't handle it to the best of my ability, but if someone views that I still handled it in a better light, then
They would have, or relative to them and how they would have, then obviously I didn't do as badly as I thought.
and now you're gonna when you do look back, you're gonna have a little bit more positivity on it.
Fair. We are always our own worst critics.
Of course.
Nobody is going to criticize you more than you. I can promise, because at the end of the day, no one's life is affected. No one's life is affected by your actions and your.
You shouldn't be black mothers.
Huh?
Black mothers. Hey, dude. I know. No. Like love black mothers, but dude. Yeah.
It doesn't feel that way. I hear you, but
it can be brutal.
You have to be positive and you have to be grateful. And at the end of the day, if you have those two and humility, I think you've got a combination to be a great person and deal with a lot more and then the general person can of what life throws at you. That's just my perspective on it, whatever the fuck it's worth.
I think that's
it.
Yeah.
No, nice way to end it.
So
Okay.
I feel like ending it big. I am tapped out. I think, Clint, unless you have any more inputs.
Clint wants a beer. I can see it in his face now.
No. That's the reason why it made me like, you see, with the industry, I've learned a lot, like, when you're talking about positive and negative stuff. And firstly is, I took time and, like, when something happens, now in return, I don't want to return with anger or anything. I like learned like to keep quiet and listen if it's I was wrong or the person. So because most of the times you respond with anger, it makes more, but the person won't get affected than you. You getting more anger, it eats you more and more and more.
Negativity on top of negativity creates more negative situations.
Yeah.
Yes, and it becomes very septic and just not a good situation to put yourself in.
What's that saying? Where is it anger or is it revenge? Is it like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die?
Yeah, exactly.
It's basically the eye for an eye leaves everyone blind.
But I think if everyone in the industry, when it comes to that thing of like we had a very rough day and shift and stuff, when you think about it, after shift, I know we drink away our cries and the whole shift thingy, and then now you wasted another 3 hours.
I hope to God you're not drinking yourself into a stupor every time you have a bad shift.
No, I'm saying before I used to be like, I won't lie, like it was too much, I couldn't, up until I saw that speaking out as well is not helping. The best thing what I'm gonna do is let me teach myself to avoid 1, 2, 3 and see the outcome. Then I started seeing like, oh fuck, let me stop like after shift and then I drink away my stresses. What's the outcome? Then good outcome comes. I have enough sleep, I've rested. Tomorrow, whenever my mindset became normal in a way, anything happens, I know how to handle it. Bad or how, even if I can't be too happy because I know if I become too much, and so I learn to just minimize everything.
Navigate the ebbs and the flows more.
Because the more you wanna like, okay, I'm gonna drink this sorrow out. Tomorrow again, hangover, fuck. And when we start the shift, things comes up, I'm like, nah, it's too much. I think everyone in the industry, if they start doing that, like and analyzing, there's many ways to solve this. I think it's better. I know you can talk, have meetings, you like, but still, it doesn't work out. Trust me.
It depends on the intent behind the communication and the way that you communicate. I think if you get your timing down and speak about what's on your mind and your heart, without any sort of negative or aggressive connotation or tone to it, you can deal with a lot more. But most of the times in our industry, when that conversation does come around, it's too little too late. Someone is festered to the point where it becomes hate.
And that is, hate is never a good thing.
Ever.
Yeah. Hate only breeds more hate.
And on that note, peace, love, and happiness to all of you.
Yeah.